Hi, today I want to show you how to modify your resume for multiple positions fairly quickly. I like to use Excel for most of my programming needs. A lot of times I can use the Excel columns to adjust the text or the syntax of like if I'm writing VBA code or if I'm doing like long lists. It's easier to manipulate the information and the text and the numbers and everything when I'm in Excel. So I devised a way to create a pivot table based on my whole career experience, which is quite a bit. The first thing that I did was I came into Word, I created a new document, and what I want to do is I have all these revised resumes that I've sent, to multiple companies, and they're fairly generic. So I don't really get a good response all the time. So what I want to do is, I know there'll be like a lot of repetition, but I want to just summarize all of my responsibilities and tasks with the help of ChatGPT with AI. Okay, so here I copied a bunch of my different resumes from over the years with the different modifications and the different responsibilities in them based on the role that I was submitting them to. The first thing that I want to do is I want to combine all these into one instead of going and copying pasting every single resume. In Word, you can do that by inserting an object. So if I come into Word and I say insert an object, I'm in Word 2013. I say insert an object, text from file, and then I just go and I select the files that I want. Okay, so here's my copies, and say I want like this one and this one, this one, this one, this one. You could do all the doc X or just doc, and then I say insert. So now Word will create multiple pages. As you can see, it has all of my resumes here with all of my bullet points from all the tasks, and this one is 6,000 words, almost 6,500 words with 21 pages. Okay, that's fine. You could save this as one whole doc. So I say this is my combined resume doc. But the trick here is to turn around and put this in Excel so that I can come back and I can just paste the information into ChatGPT, and then it can categorize all of my responsibilities from all my different jobs. And like I said, there's probably going to be some repeats. So what you want to do is you want to take all your pages. I do Control A and I just copy them, and I'm going to go, this is a little manual, but I'm going to go into Excel and I'm going to create a new spreadsheet, a new workbook, and I'm just going to paste them. So I come down and I just paste in. Give yourself a little space to work on the left two columns, because what we're going to do is we're going to go through and we're going to copy each of the job titles that I had for those responsibilities. So I come in and I just say paste or paste special, and now here they are. So I can scroll down, and the only thing that you really want to keep is like the professional experience. Just copy and paste it, and then you can take each of your positions, each of your roles. So here's another one. This takes a little while. This will take probably about 15-20 minutes to go through and just copy and paste everything over there. I'm sure that there's an easier way to do it, but I just make this a little bigger. You can see I have 500 lines, so I'd have to keep going and going and going. Once that's finished, say, let's fast forward and I'm going to finish this. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to sort. Oh, this is Elizabeth Darden. And this one is technical qualifications. Okay, So this was my summary back when I was with Elizabeth Arden after I left there in 2015. So then what I'm going to do, anything that doesn't have information listed in column B is really not relevant. We're going to delete it out anyway. So if it's blank on this side, that's okay, because all I want is these chunks of responsibilities that I've already highlighted. So I would take this and just sort it. So go data, sort, and I'm just going to sort it by column B. Okay, and you may have to sort it a couple different times. So here I have a list of my company and the title that I had and the year for what was in my resume, right? So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and clean it up a little bit. And it doesn't matter if it has bullet points or anything like that. And now that's what I have. So I have my company, which also includes the role, and then I have the actual responsibilities. And you'll notice that I'm putting them in with the brackets, and the reason why is squiggly brackets is because I'm going to use this in ChatGPT to categorize what role I put into my resume, which one of these apply to which roles. Okay, so I do multiple roles. I'm a data analyst, I'm a data architect. I've been called many different things, as you'll see here. I'm an architect, I'm a database analyst, I'm also a technical writer, technical documentation. And this is great if you want to change your career position as well. So if you want to change your role, say you want to move from customer service and you want to move into another aspect, you could take these bullet points and you can apply them in the new position and apply it in the correct places. All right, so now I have my company and my responsibilities. So the next step, if I have a template, I'm going to attach this in my description. So here is step one. I take my job description and identify the job title that I need. And then here would be the job title. And I have a sample job title. Okay, so that's the first step. I use a wonderful add-in which is called Single HTML Downloader at the Chrome store, and it's also available for Edge and Firefox. And all you do is when you click it, you'll see down here in the corner, it stores all the contents. So you get the entire page of whatever you're looking at here. So I'm here looking at Fallout 76, but any page that you're on, you can use this little add-in and it will automatically save for you. And this is where it's from. This is the Single HTML Downloader, and it's over in the Chrome Web Store as well as for Firefox and Edge. So if you ever wanted to add that to your toolbar up here. So the next step would be for me to open up my job description. Okay, so I have a job description. I was on FlexJob looking to transition into a technical writer full-time role. So here at FlexJobs, there was this company called Circle. It's a remote position and they're looking for a technical writer. And then they have all the information based on what they're looking for. Or what I'm doing is I'm going to first put in the job title. Okay, so technical writer. Font size doesn't matter. Highlight and all that other stuff. ChatGPT ignores it. The next would be what our responsibilities would be. Okay, so what would my responsibilities be? I take my responsibilities, I copy them, and I put them under the job description. Okay, so the first thing I want to do with this job description is I want ChatGPT to identify what their need is for a technical writer so that I can modify my bullet points or choose the correct bullet points that will make me look better either through an ATS system or just from any recruiter. So I said, please complete your summary with they are looking for someone who, and then outline the key aspects of this job description. So this is the first step. This is the job description. I copy that and I'm going to go into ChatGPT. So I have my ChatGPT. I'm at a new chat, and I just paste that right in. Okay, and they'll do some grammar corrections for you. I'm not really concerned right now. So the results will be the list of what they're looking for. So they need someone who can create documents and be innovative in their content, do some collaboration. So this is a good overview. It actually tells me what the organization is actually looking for, but it doesn't help me 100%. So the next step I want to take is I want ChatGPT to list the main keywords separated by commas. So what will the ATS system look for if they're using an ATS system? So I copy and paste. Please list the main keywords and any other ATS system keywords related to this position and separate it by commas. So here are the main keywords. Give it to me in a bulleted list. That's okay. So if you include these keywords in your resume, you have a better chance of passing through an ATS system. Okay, so here we are, all of my keywords. So now the next step is I want to list all of my responsibilities that will match these keywords. So you can come back to ChatGPT and select the keywords. Okay, so copy and paste that into the keyword section here. But I also need to put in my responsibilities. Okay, so now my responsibilities, I have my sample here, which is an image, and I'm just gonna delete that image. And I'm gonna delete the little comment that's in there. And delete this. Okay, good. So my responsibilities, I'm gonna go back to what ChatGPT is giving me for my responsibilities. It's gonna organize it for me. So I'm gonna copy that. I'm gonna paste that here as my responsibilities. Like I said, format hasn't really given me any issue when I try to copy and paste. There's a lot of words here, a lot of characters. That's okay. It can go up to 4,000. I asked ChatGPT and he said 4,000. Okay, so now what I want to do, and I'll read this again, list the responsibilities that match each keyword. Format as a table with the first column as the keyword and the second listing each matching responsibility, and then the third column listing the company. Okay, so I just go and paste that in here. You probably only have to do this for, some main, as like your master, like technical writer, your master data analyst, your master data architect. There's a lot of similarities. So now here we are. Here are the keywords, and now he put a nice little table for me. Responsibility, company that I was working at. These are the keywords over here for coding. Okay, so what I do is I even include the little blurb at the bottom, and I say Control C. I highlight it. I say Control C, and I go into Excel and I add a new sheet. Okay, so now I paste it in Excel. I have my keywords, my responsibility, my company. Make this so that it's alignment wrapped text. Good. Wrapped text. And I have 14 in this list. Okay, so take this. Now this is where it becomes very helpful. So what I want to do now is I want to take this table. Like I said, it's just a small table. Highlight the entire table with the headings. And I say Insert Pivot Table. And I want to put it in the existing sheet. You can put it on a separate sheet, but keep it on the existing sheet. And I just put it right up here next to the current table. And the reason why I do this as a pivot table is because it comes out much nicer organized. So the first thing that I want is I'm going to put the keyword as a filter. That's going to make the top very big. Okay. Then I want to put the responsibilities and then the company. Or I could do the company and then the responsibilities. Either way. It's a lot easier to switch them around. But you see how big this column became? So now what I want to do is I just want to format my column width, right click, format my column width, make it like a 185, so that I could see the keyword over here. Make it a little smaller. So now I can see the keywords over here. So now you have everything listed here. There's a keyword. And then you have the row label. What I want to do is I want to take this and say I'm looking for a documentation role. I say documentation, and then here I have sealed air, and I created user manuals and provided training. Or maybe I want to look at core values. I aligned with the core values of the organization. Or if I want multiple items, say I want documentation and I want education material and technical writer. So now here I have, let's make this rows, make the rows go home, format, row height, and we'll just make them like 18 and make them a little smaller. There. Okay. So here I have sealed air. I aligned with the core values, and I created user manuals. And now I can just take this and I can just plop it right into a template of my resume, and I'd be good to go. So I just copy that. If I say, okay, I have a new resume. I have a resume. Here's my resume rewrite. I can come right in here, and I could just paste it in there and do whatever I need formatting wise for my resume. And then I can go back, and there is another add-in in Chrome. So if I'm looking at a job description, I have this other one called Job Analytics, which is free. These are both free. And what that will do is you upload your resume, and it will compare the job description to the resume. Okay, so if I open up a new tab and say I go to Indeed, and I open up a job, any job, here's I want to open it in a new window actually. Open it in a new tab so it's a full page. It'll do it that way, but here it'll show exactly on the list my resume match. But you can go back and you can upload different versions of your resume. So like if I have a master and then analyze that job description, see, it highlights everything for you. So the reds are the ones I'm missing, and the greens are the ones that I have. Okay, so then you can take it from there. And again, this one is called the Resume Keyword Analyzer. I'll put a link in the description, because this one is very helpful, very useful to analyze job descriptions from any site. Career Builder, Monster, ZipRecruiter, Indeed, any of them. Even on my Flex jobs it does it. So, but I was just thinking it might be helpful. I'd like to share the wealth and let everybody know what a good way to be able to quickly change your resume and outline, based on what the job description is without spending a lot of time. I hope it's helpful. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you and have a nice day.